Cognitions, common types of thinking error. This section aims to identify common thinking errors through the use of explanatory handouts, scenario analysis, and other group discussion, and to gain experience in the use of cognitive coping strategies through the use of role play. Distorted thoughts may be defined as ways of thinking about ourselves, others, or events that are inaccurate and biased because they are colored by our previous experiences and irrational beliefs. These distorted thoughts produce or increase negative feelings. Common types of distorted thought include the following. One, all or nothing thinking. This involves thinking in absolutes. Things are viewed as black and white or good or bad, with no middle ground. This can lead to labeling people in general terms such as he's an idiot, rather than occasionally some of his behavior is idiotic. Two, overgeneralizing. This type of thinking results in the tendency to think that because something goes wrong once, it will always do so. For example, I always burn the food. Three, catastrophizing. This is a tendency to magnify and exaggerate the negative aspects of situations and to overestimate the likelihood of disasters, as with, it's going to be awful. Four, minimization. This results in a tendency, for example, to make light or reduce the importance of one's achievements or positive events, as when saying, anybody could do that. Five, predicting the future. The tendency to think that this way causes us to imagine negative outcomes, the events that have not happened yet. For example, I know I'm not going to get on with them. Six, ignoring the problems. Positives. This is the tendency always to focus on negative aspects of a person or situation and to ignore or reject the positives, as with, they only invited me because I have a car. Seven, fixed rules. This is the tendency to think rigidly and have unrealistic expectations. Words such as should, ought, must, or can't indicate the presence of this type of thinking, and she should have told me that she was going to be 5 minutes late, as an example. Eight, personalization. This is the tendency to relate everything negative that happens to yourself, even if it has little or nothing to do with you. For example, it's my fault that no one's enjoying themselves.